Home sweet home, Ron.
Why were those women so mad at you?
They weren't mad. They were playing outraged New York intellectuals.
They were pretending who's in, who's out, who wins, who loses. Posers. I wish I hadn't said women should be kept in cages, but I got riled up.
Your best line was all women are dumb and sloppy.
I thought they would charge the stage and string you up.
You're right, Carter. They were role playing. Say I whispered to a lover in bed. After the worst, women are dumb and sloppy. And then she would say, and what are we at our best? No. When men and women stop flirting,
Well, so what are we at our best?
the techno machine wins. Goddesses.
If you had said that, the goddesses would have plucked your eyes out. Those two ladies who jumped up on stage making out with Miss
I go
Johnson,
to the little girls' room and come back to see 3 women rolling all
like
over
a bunch
one
of
another.
electric
They
eels
weren't
caught in
wearing
the
bras.
tunnel.
One woman's breast popped
That
out.
one girl was dry humping Miss
That was
Johnson.
gross.
With Dad standing over them.
Like Emily
Ladies,
Post.
ladies, order please, order. If you don't behave yourselves, I will have to gavel this meeting
Lucky
to
you
a
didn't
close.
try to break them up.
We had a riot on our hands. Mailer exercising restraint in a public forum will wonders never cease. Soon
Dad,
you'll be
you
able to
kept
tell the
calling
salad
yourself
fork
a
from the
prisoner.
dessert
What
fork.
was that?
In case you hadn't noticed, your father will hump a tree if it has a knothole, so he sees himself as a prisoner
Hump
of
a
sex.
knothole?
Kind
What?
of ironic
What are you
if you
talking
ask
about?
me. The line of girls coming in the front door, in and out of the back door, all last summer at P-Town. How many were there, Dad?
Nonsense.
I left
They were
my
all
album
would-be
in
actresses
school.
auditioning for roles in Moonstone.
Auditioning? Huh?
Jillian, the term prisoner is from your father's new bestseller, The Prisoner of Sex.
Yeah, your father was plugging his book.
Can I read it?
You're much too sweet and innocent.
I'm 14, thank you.
Still, I would give it a year or two if I were you.
By then it'll be old news. Dad will be on to his next crusade.
And what was that about 42nd Street?
He's right. Downtown is a cesspool.
They have live acts in those X-rated theaters? Please tell me you're making that up.
Everything. Boy on boy, girl on girl, 2 girls and a boy.
New York is Tijuana North. You can get whatever you want in this town.
You can. Men can.
Men can what?
This town caters to men. If you're a man with money, secretaries are at your beck and call. Maitre d's have your table ready for you. Limo drivers wait at the curb for you. You've got a suite at the Yankees and the Mets. You can skip out at the 7th inning stretch to go gambling with your buddies.
You ever
and a
walked
couple of
along Fifth
whores
Avenue?
bring your drinks and other
Jewels,
favors.
mink, gold. A girl who keeps her wits about her can make out like a bandit in this town, believe me.
Why was that conference such a zoo?
A bunch of rug merchants peddling their wares. Just another night
Stirring
in
the
the
pot?
city.
Is that what you mean?
No, sorry, dear. Not everything has to do with pot. Hate to get your hopes up. They're trying to get their names up in lights. Times
Isn't it
headline.
always the
Heartbreak,
case? The less at
TKO,
stake, the greater
Stafford
the
with catty
vitriol.
debate points.
These
News
people in
at
this town are
11.
so mad, sad. They can't get past their egos.
You girls need to read the zeitgeist in this with greater acumen. If you're going to make it as public intellectuals, you just had the privilege of witnessing a pivotal night in American cultural history. Courtesy of my chairing the panel and hiring camera guys to record the proceedings, women gave public notice they could propagate the species without men. Technology has made men irrelevant. The
Babies
times will catch
without
on by
fathers.
You
themselves.
haven't
No
heard of
way.
artificial insemination?
Artificial? It's what? Some sort of fake magic?
Sweetie.
Listen,
Innocence.
Jillian, lab technicians in white coats combine an egg and billions of sperm in a beaker.
Where do they get
And
the
the
sperm
music goes
from?
round and round and
Sperm
round, and then they
banks.
implant the fetus in a poor surrogate mother's womb at the cost of a cheap walk
Where
flat
do
in
the banks
Brooklyn.
get the sperm?
Prospective mothers fill
Clinics,
out
guys
forms
jerk off
with their
into
wish
beakers in
list.
bathrooms looking at
14
Playboy centerfolds.
Then
why
Can
don't
you imagine
you
the
donate,
version
Dad?
of the eyes of
You'd be
Victoria
rich.
Whitney, Miss July. Yeah, Dad, $40 is nothing to sneeze at. We could use the money from what I hear from Norris.
Dad's fathered enough children already.
It's an abomination. America is supplanting mystery with technology.
Where's the mystery under the current regime? Guy gets hard. Guy spurts semen inside girl. 9 months in the oven. Most painful day of your life. And ta-da!
If you fail to see the magic and the mystery in giving birth, I feel sorry for your husband.
Husband, quite the supposition on your part, Dad.
That vaginal and clitoral orgasm stuff?
Yeah,
What
that was illuminating.
What's the deal? Women have different types of orgasms?
You missed the whole point. You're too young. We should have left you at home with Haiku,
What,
Felix,
leave a
and Francine.
14-year-old
What was the
at home?
whole
Can't they
point
lock
then?
Dad up for
The
that?
scientists have collected the data. The verdict is in. Women don't have vaginal orgasms. The orgasms are clitoral. The only way to get off cis is by rubbing your clit.
That's gross.
Well, you asked. Have you found yours yet, Carter? Maybe the juggler can.
Oh, tell
The
me you're
point
not still
is,
seeing the
men
jump
don't
work.
give women pleasure
Flying
via
to Key West
intercourse.
next
We don't
month.
feel anything from their being inside us.
We have to
When we
talk.
come, we are
What did
just
Norris
giving
say?
a performance.
Follow
Some
my
are
heart.
good actors, some
Follow
are
your
bad,
heart, you're
and we
20.
no longer need men to have babies. So Dad had it right. Men don't matter.
So I have to become a good actor to convince Paul he's good in bed?
Well, you said, Dad, on the panel about how women act like they've been hit by lightning when you climax inside them. That was embarrassing. I can't believe you said that in
Irreparable
public.
proof of the vaginal orgasm. Baloney. That's nonsense. All that means is Dad dated and married, or should I say married and dated, a string of good actresses.
Well, if they were, they should have Oscars on their mantle.
Oh, Dad, really, please spare us.
Jillian's right. I wish you hadn't given a blow-by-blow description of your bedroom calisthenics.
I have nothing to hide.
Apparently.
I tell you who was upset with you. That older lady on the panel.
Diana Trilling.
Oh, I don't know why. She knew the ground rules, 10-minute limit to the speeches. Give women a public forum and they take a mile. I wasn't going to let any speaker drone on and bore my audience to death. I don't do well with women with no sense of humor. They
She
give me the
wasn't
chills.
mad at you for cutting her short.
No.
She was mad you were flirting with Jermaine Greer behind her
Well,
back.
Greer was fun. She flirts. But I have no interest in going to bed with her.
So why
None.
are your eyebrows dancing all over the place?
Ooh, excellent observational skills.
Excuse me, Miss Know-It-All, but Greer does nothing for me.
I'm going with Jillian's read. I bet you hook up with Greer on a dual book tour some cold night in some Midwestern city. Maybe Cincinnati.
And who was that girl who brought you the flowers in the green room?
Yeah, did you know that girl? She was like 4 years older than me.
The omnipresent NYU film student on a
Dad, tell me,
pilgrimage to
please,
honor
Dad,
Dad for his
tell
work
me you won't
directing
call that girl.
Moonstone.
She's younger than
A
Carter.
film review. A first Dad. Oh, Jillian, please don't be such a hypocrite. When was Paul born?
June 18th, 1942, in Liverpool.
So McCartney's what? 15 years older than you?
Yeah, but Dad's 40 years older than that girl.
And he has a better shot than you do at Paul.
Just wait
Life
and
is
see.
unfair
Jillian,
indeed.
I really think this Paul McCartney fantasy, I mean, it was cute at first, but it's starting to scare us. Like, you might quit school and catch a flight to London.
To hang out at the Abbey Road studios, waiting for a glimpse of Paul on his way to the limousine with 400 other girls screaming at the top of their lungs, "Pull, pull, pull!" Yeah, Earth to Jillian. Please come home.
I'm with Dad on this. I can't stand people who think it's their job to kill other people's dreams.
I said that, but I'm starting to think with your sisters. It might have a point here.
We just don't want you to get hurt.
Celebrity stalking's a fool's game.
Eugene O'Neill's daughter Una met Charlie Chaplin when she was 17. He was 54 and they lived happily ever after. She died a year after her husband. She couldn't live without him.
And such is your fate with Paul?
Just you wait and see. Lucky I'm not a vindictive person. I harbor no hard feelings about my doubting Thomases. My sisters will be my bridesmaids.
Incredible.
Well, if any girl can pull it off, it's our Jillian.
Tell me you're not calling her Dad.
Who? Calling you?
Please, Dad, don't play dumb. That NYU girl bearing
It
flowers.
doesn't matter what he says. He could pull out a Bible right now and make a sacred vow to never see the girl and still slip out in the morning to meet her at Washington Square for bagels.
You think I'd lie
Just
to my
ask
own
Norris.
daughters?
Your father's a born liar. Or Norris.
Here we are, home.
Come on, Dad, give us the slip.
Poor Norris. What was that about anyway? What's this poor Norris, Reese? When is she coming back from Little Rock anyway? That must be the longest high school reunion ever.
No one's told Jillian there's no Santa Claus.
No? What's that supposed to mean? Dad, you didn't break up with Norris. Please don't tell me I'm not going to see Norris again.
I know this is going to disappoint you, sweetie, but Norris and I have reached an impasse.
An impasse? Talk about a euphemism.
No, I don't want to lose another mom.
Look, Norris may have grown tired of me, Princess.
Not you, your antics.
Dad, please call Norris and get her back. She'll come back if you call her. I know she will. All you need to do is swallow your pride and ask her nicely to forgive you. Get on your
You got
knees
the wrong
and
guy.
beg her if you have to.
Please, Dad, please.
No. Away to bed, ladies. Your father has taken enough from the fire from the distaff side tonight. Please run off to bed, please, okay? Go brush and flush.
Where does that leave us if Norris stays down south? She wouldn't do that to us, would she? Who's going to take care of us at Provincetown, Dad? Not you?
Don't be silly. Dad on daycare duty? Not happening. I bet he invites Mom back for a return engagement.
Thanks, Ron. I'll get the door. Look, please go to bed, sweetie. We can talk all this through in the morning.
By the time I get up, you'll be in your studio behind the Do Not Enter sign, sorting through nude photos of Marilyn Monroe for your book.
So get up early then, for once.
I just started my vacation.
Anyway, I'm talking
I've
about to bed, ladies. I'm tired of a lot of you. A man needs his peace. I need some time alone with my scotch, with the lights out, staring out the window at the lights of this great city of my birth. I need some time alone to think through the state of men and women in America today. I may have more to write on this subject.